Firefighters in southwestern France are battling blazes 4 times the size of Paris. The Herculean task comes as temperatures hover around 40 degrees Celsius. Authorities warning the rising heat and afternoon winds could revive smoldering hot spots and open new fronts beyond their reach. More than 2,200 firefighters and over 20 aircraft remain mobilized, with crews backed from Europe and France, of course. For more on this story, we can go across to Caris Garland, who's covering the fires for us. Caris, you've been out with firefighters earlier today. Talk us through what you witnessed.
Well, the firefighters here took us out to a pine forest on the Atlantic coast where they're concentrating efforts this afternoon. One area notably that they said would be strategic for them. At the time of visiting, it was around noon, and it was part of the forest that flames have crossed but not yet completely charred. And so the firefighters are worried that this green vegetation will fuel any flames if and when they inevitably spark there. They said that this is going to be an area where they're going to concentrate resources. We saw planes flying overhead where their ground crews were already working, and what's crucial for these firefighters is to protect a nearby medical establishment that specialized notably in cardiology and pulmonology, work on the lungs as well. So that's a priority for them. They were also helped out by local volunteers who had come to bring firefighters water where they are. As these kinds of areas of the forest are often difficult to access. We spoke to a firefighter who told us how much this work really means to crews there. Take a listen.
This area, which continues to burn, is now fueled by high temperatures, but we hope as little wind as possible, as forecast. It risks spreading and creating a new fire that will consume the parts of the area that weren't devastated by the fire. The work of volunteers is incredibly valuable because, as you can see, we're at what's called the fire line. So not all vehicles can get close to the fire. Even moving on foot is difficult. Thanks to the farmers and those who grow crops, who bring these water reserves as close as possible, we can maintain a more consistent rotation.
Well, speaking of other crucial sites, firefighters also said that they were concentrating resources around a strategic military base just outside of Bordeaux near the airport. It's called Camp de Souge. It's an active training ground for elite French military personnel, so another sensitive site for fire crews. In any case, I'm not sure if you can see, but the wind really has picked up in the last couple of hours. Winds expected of up to 50 kilometers per hour.
Caris, given that we have these winds expected and a heat wave once again underway, temperatures nearing around 40 degrees Celsius, no rain forecast, what's the outlook then for the firefighters battling these blazes?
Yeah, it's certainly very warm. Where we are, we're on the Atlantic coast, so the temperature is a little cooler. It's just above 30 degrees Celsius, but I can assure you in the sun it feels a lot hotter. In Bordeaux, it's closer to 40 degrees Celsius. So we are in an orange heat wave alert for now. These conditions obviously very unfavorable for firefighters. I asked them if they were confident in going into the coming days. They said that they remained vigilant. They know that this fire has been pretty unpredictable so far. There are 2,700 firefighters battling this blaze and just over 20 aircraft, including, of course, water bombers. For now, the morale of these firefighters remains high. We were told that they remain very determined to put out this fire, end the risk to local communities. This because many of these volunteers that we just talked about are ones that have been personally affected by these fires, whether their homes have been damaged or destroyed. And so firefighters really don't want to let these people down.